memorial thing up there at the Exxon Baytown facility.
We ought to go to that and show that, do a documentary about that.
Yeah, we should. I don't even know if it's still there, but I had pictures of it. I went out there one time. They had the bench and everything.
Oh, I'm sure it's there.
But my family history goes back to the Websters, the Pelatiah Webster, who was the original author of the U.S. Constitution. And my, the group family goes back to the Webster family on my grandmother's side. And Noah Webster, who's my great-great-great-great-grandfather, was the one that wrote the Webster's Dictionary and also put the hidden, Masonic code in the Webster's Dictionary, too. So I have a long history with the U.S., and considering my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather is the one that actually...
Well, a lot of folks that settled Texas do, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, getting back to the personal care products, it's a combination of things that happen that you're putting on your skin every single day. I mean, just take standard soap, for example. You have triclosan in there, which is an endocrine disrupting chemical. You have phthalates in there. You have all different polyethylene glycol. There's probably 20.
Explain to folks what polyethylene glycol is.
Well, that's just antifreeze, basically.
Yeah, you drink that, you're deader than a hammer.
Right, and you're putting all that on your skin, and when you're in the shower...
I mean, where do you put a nicotine strip on your skin? Imagine under your arm, it's even more absorption. What's the word?
Right.
What's the word? Absorbing.
Yes, I mean, it's being directly absorbed through your skin.
Let's show some of the... And if the camera can zoom in, let's show some of the...
So your standard soap, your body spray, all your body sprays, body gels, I put aftershave, but believe it or not, perfumes and colognes, because they have the toxic fragrances in there and people spray those all over their body. Another thing that's extremely damaging is the spray sunscreen.
Oh, you go to the beach or Barton Springs, you're just breathing, and these idiots are spraying it all over them.
Right, and they're just
too lazy
all over their skin, and all that's doing is going in and producing massive amounts of estrogen.
What's in Barbasol?
What's in Barbasol? That's going to be your shave cream, and you have stearic acid, you have trimethanolamine, you have isobutane. You have butane actually in there.
That's a bastard gas, Bobby.
You have Lorth-23, sodium lauryl sulfate. You have propane, and again, you have fragrance.
Propane and propane accessories?
That's right. So you're actually putting all those chemicals right on your face, and you're putting it on your skin, and that's disrupting all of your normal endocrine gland function, disrupting your hormone balance, which is why one of the reasons why we developed super female vitality and super male vitality, because yes, you need water is another big thing that you talked about with the fluoride. Well, if you just use the water filtration system and you just drink clean and pure water, you're already eliminating the fluoride, the pesticide residue, the insecticide residue, all the endocrine disrupting hormones. But they know when you disrupt your hormone levels that that's going to cause anxiety, and it's going to cause depression, and it's going to cause weight gain and lack of confidence. So what happens? Then you go to your psychologist, you tell your psychologist that you're feeling depressed, and what does your psychologist put you on? Paxil, put you on antidepressants, anti-anxieties, which are made of fluoride. So you're calcifying your pineal gland, your body's getting worse, your immune system's being depressed on a regular basis. So the solution is clean out your body, avoid all of the chemical substances. Don't buy any more Roundup for your yard anymore. Now you can go online and find, do-it-yourself natural organic insecticide mixes, pesticide. Get rid of all your cleaning products in your house. Replace them with natural substitutes. And you're eliminating, number one, all the hormone-disrupting chemicals. And not only hormone-disrupting chemicals, but disease-causing chemicals. Number two, you're not supporting any more of the big companies that are creating the chemical.
And then that will make the new dominant market the healthy stuff.
And that's exactly what's happening. I mean, now you're starting to see the dominant market, McDonald's, you're starting to see people that were, I'd like to see Monsanto stop all the GMO stuff and stop the Roundup and come out with an organic, natural alternative. But you will see that a bit over time, because the demand is there. The organic movement, the natural movement is billions of dollar industry. It's growing rapidly. All of the stores, the regular grocery stores that never wanted to jump on the organic bandwagon have now jumped on, and they have a whole section in their store of organic stuff.
Look at how Brute has antifreeze in it. It says right there.
Yeah.
That's good for your cat.
Yeah, and you're just slapping it right on your face. You know, think of how many. I remember we had.
Let me see the Barbasol. I'm gonna put it in.
We had a joke when I was growing up that all the men would get Old Spice deodorant for Christmas every year. I mean, Old Spice cologne for Christmas every year and splash it on. But think of, and you know, it's not only you're putting it on your skin, it's going into your body, but then you have to go to the bathroom too. So some of it gets absorbed in your system. It goes to the area of your body, which it can cause organ damage and everything else.
Kidneys.
And then you go to the bathroom and it goes right back into the water supply. So
it is a joke. It is a joke. And, you know, people say they want to get rid of oil-based economy. I mean, nobody loves a big car with a big engine in it like I do. But let's face it, the oil economy is incredibly toxic. And the way we then put it into everything instead of just having toxic waste and storing it is insane. But it makes a lot of sense, and it dumbs the public down, and it is beyond science fiction. InfoWarsLife.com, folks, if you want to try to battle some of this. And regardless, you're funding the operation. They have a lot of great specials running right now, including 30% off DNA Force. Get your Super Male Vitality. It's back in stock.
This hour brought to you by InfidelBodyArmor.com. When it hits the fan, don't be left without the body armor that will save your life. With prices starting at just $374.99 and ships free. Get yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Just won't quit.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
You can prevent being the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
Usually, the older one gets, the less you are able to absorb amino acids and the less you are able to repair the 100 trillion cells of your body. As a result, you'll have less energy, your tissues will shrink, and you'll become wrinkled. An older person will typically injure more easily and heal more slowly. Not fun. However, if you can consume a protein powder that is easier to absorb, then you may be able to gain back some strength, muscle, and speed of recovery. One World Whey is a highly digestible whey protein powder that may be the perfect answer for you.
My name is Errol. I'm 74 years old. You know, the taste of One World Whey is amazing. I play pickleball, and since taking One World Whey and your trace mineral supplement, I have more energy and recover faster from my working out. I used to take another grass-fed whey protein powder, but now I'm getting much better results using One World Whey.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldway.com.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his two-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Side issue, you can go to Real Alex Jones on Twitter to see our reporter, Rex Jones, did a great report this week. They actually shot it last week. We took a few days off to go deep sea fishing. Well, it was rough, so I didn't go. I get seasick, not super seasick, but they had up to 15-foot swells. My dad never gets seasick. He got seasick. He went on one of those big boats, like 50 people. They went out about 40 miles, and my son was in on catching as they let 4 different people battle it. It took hours. A 7-foot mako Talk about a scary-looking shark. That's the #1 attacker in open water. I mean, they go after people on purpose. Great whites bite you and let go of you. They think you're a seal. Not mako. They come at you. And then, of course, CJ was pointing out one time he was, I guess, on the East Coast, and a bull shark chased him in. Those are the ones that attack you in shallow water. But he gaffed him, everything. He's got some video that was shot on a phone. I've got to get it off my dad's phone. But it's pretty dramatic. And, I mean, he went in. He's 12 years old. My dad said he's going to be way more manly than you. You never would have handled. It wasn't going to be a 12-hour trip. The fishing was so good that they did 16 hours in, like, just really bad weather. And I wimped out, didn't go out. And he was just out there battling and catching grouper and snapper, and he caught 5 sharks. Caught a reef shark. They had to let go. It was 4 feet long. He got a grouper up so big, but the huge grouper, but the hook came out. He's been out deep sea fishing probably 10 times. He said this was better than all of them combined. That's what's so great about our planet, and just how interesting it is and how wonderful it is and the adventure of it. And I don't know why I just went off in that direction.
Well, that's great. I mean, you know, I always say people need to do more things for fun, because a lot of times they don't take enough time to do things and to relieve their stress levels. And right now we're living in such a negative society, even though there's a lot of change. And I'm always like positive, 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 because there's always solutions for every situation. But one of the things that we used to do is ask patients when they came in, you know, what makes you happy? And a lot of the patients that were sick that came in.
Nothing, they'd say.
They would say nothing, or they would just start crying.
I didn't know you were going to say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And for like the last 10 years, well, going back 15 years, for about 10 years, I kind of just got so focused and depressed fighting tyranny that I just gained like 80 pounds, didn't care, had no fun, worked 14 hours a day. Not anymore. I'm going to have a good time in the midst of all this evil. I'm not going to let them get me down.
I tell you what, I've noticed a huge difference in my life by taking the Super Male Vitality, and just because every guy over the age of 30, and I mean, the sad thing is you're starting to see children that are, you know, having gender bending qualities and are becoming boys that are becoming feminine because of all the estrogens. But and
they know in studies that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're making this up. The fact is that we are running out of testosterone anyway, without all the estrogen mimicry.
What would you do with a son if you had a kind of sickly boy who wasn't, you know, manning up?
What's
too young to take?
8-year-old boy, and I have a 6-year-old boy.
What's too young to take Super Male?
Well, I actually give both of my boys Super Male, you know, maybe once every couple of weeks, or just to kind of stimulate that testosterone. I don't have any estrogen mimickers around, but even if you don't have it, you're still going to be exposed to it. If you eat out at any restaurant, you're going to have endocrine disrupting chemicals, because restaurants always use tap water to cook with. Plus, they have Teflon lined pans. They use GMO oils to cook with. So I mean, you know, you can't live in a bubble either. You just have to keep yourself clean and avoid as best as you can. But I use it with them. I take it on a regular basis. My wife takes the Super Female Vitality. We've noticed tremendous, you know, results. My energy levels have gone up.
Oh, by the way, listeners have put it in their wife or husband's drink and not told them. It's not placebo. I mean,
you have hundreds, of reviews online. I think the overall review is close to 4.5 stars. No nutraceutical companies even put reviews because they...
InfoWarsLife.com.
Thank you for
We're going to do 5 more
to
minutes and another guest is joining us. Dr. Group, thanks for being here. Stay with us, folks.
GCNlive.com today.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor.